Boyne Golf. Boyne Golf in Upper Michigan. Listen to me, you. You got lakes. You have 10 golf courses. You have wide open spaces, but you know that because you live here. You're the pro here. Why am I telling you these things? You tell me about Boyne Golf.
Some of the best. Right here at Boyne Mountain, we have two 18s that actually start at the top of the mountain. From there, you can see the beautiful northern Michigan scenery, or you can play 18 holes and take that down to the lake. When you're done at 18, you can hop right across the street to the beach house and enjoy some great beaches, as well as slam down a few cocktails and have fun with the folks, or your buddies, friends, family, whoever it is.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about Boyne Golf and Boyne Mountain, where we're at today with its two distinct golf courses. You can come with the family and there's activities. You can come with a boys group. You can come with a ladies outing because they have spas, they have here I go again telling you everything you already know.
Everything starting at 6:30 in the morning if you want to get a tee time then, all the way until about 8 o'clock at night. You can play up 9 holes before it gets dark. It's light from sun up to sundown here. Starts at about 6:30 like I said. You can swing as much as you want, or you can go hit the beach and drink all day. That's kind of up to you, but we have something for everyone.
You know, the beach lifestyle, the lake lifestyle here in the area, it's just calm, tranquil. If you're trying to beat the heat in the southern states in July and August, Arizona maybe, or Texas, where it's brutal, come to the northern peninsula. If you're trying to beat crowds that are all trying to get congested, there's wide open spaces here. Your weather's just awesome. Nighttime, sometimes you got to put a jacket on.
You got it. Yeah.
Well, you know, what's great about it is it's the variety of golf courses that we have, and in the open spaces and the different times of day. You can play till almost 10 o'clock at night this time of year, and the other thing is, it's great temperature, and for different parts of the country, I think the Michigan offers so many value golf courses and things like that. It might be one of the cheapest places to play in the country. Well, the Lake Michigan is certainly special, and it has great scenery, and it's one of the places, it's like playing along the ocean. And we've had people here, come from different parts of the country and talk about, look out over that lake, and they go, are there sharks in there? And they're just not used to seeing a big body of water like that. And it makes playing along there we're on the western part of the eastern time zone, and being able to not have any mountains or trees like that, you can play that golf course really late at night. Yeah, very much so. And we do have, like Myrtle Beach, all these guys and buddy trips and gamble and get drunk, and we have obviously we have a casino, and but we have different. We have Petoskey and Harbor Springs and Boyne City are really quaint little towns that are on the lakes and things like that, and it's really different. And we have way more couples and even girls trips and things here with our spas at our hotels that are really good, and so we have a different clientele than just boys trips. And at Boyne Mountain, there's 2 different golf courses there that are totally different. The Alpine, which is our 3rd golf course that we built, and it starts, both of them start, you have to take a cart path to 1.1 miles to the first tees, and then it plays downhill, and you have views of Deer Lake when you're playing it, and the Alpine is mostly downhill. There's one slightly up hill hole, and the rest are all downhill. It's very fun to play, enjoyable. The Monument is called the Monument. We have dedicated holes, different holes to people. Professional golfers have come and picked the hole that they want, and it is a little tighter. The greens are a little smaller, but it has great variety of holes. The lodging, the variety of lodging, the spas, the water park at Boyne Mountain is 88,000 square feet. It's one of the largest indoor water parks in the country, and it gives families, an instant babysitting job to their kids. And just the towns, I think, is really what makes it special.
Boyne Golf is a collection of 10 courses in northern Michigan. We have 3 resort properties covering almost 10,000 acres. We know it's great to get out right now, and we give you plenty of space to social distance and really enjoy yourself on the course. We're blessed to have all this property in northern Michigan with a variety of golf courses. So we have mountain courses. At Boyne Mountain, it's 1.2 mile drive from the golf shop up to the tee boxes, and you play back down to this beautiful lake. Here, we're standing on the shores of Lake Michigan. We're on the finishing hole for our links course. And here we have, you have 3 courses here at Bay Harbor, 1 across the street at Crooked Tree, and then at Boyne Highlands, which is about 15 or 20 minutes north of here, we actually have 4 additional courses. So no matter which one of our 3 properties you choose for your experience to stay overnight and activities, you have the opportunity to play any 10 of our Boyne golf courses.
The sun is shining, Ken. It's in our eyes in beautiful Boyne, Michigan. We're playing what course today?
We're going to play the Arthur Hills course today, Randy.
Outstanding. You are in such, well, for a treat today. The sun is shining in northern Michigan. You're going to get a real taste of what Boyne is all about. 10 golf courses, Kenny?
10 golf courses here, all located in very close proximity, so you don't have to drive far to enjoy 10 great courses.
And if you think that Michigan, upper Michigan, is flat, you are wrong. Some beautiful elevation changes. The pro's going to show us really how to play later.
Yep.
Kenny and I are just going to enjoy this beautiful morning, hack around a little bit, and show you the splendor of Boyne Golf.
So we're on the second hole of the Arthur Hills course. This is actually a short par 4. You know, you get some sand up the left-hand side, some bunkers out there, but you know, we're playing from what I would call the middle tees here. We're playing from the blue tees today, but on every one of our Boyne golf courses, we actually have 6 tee boxes. So the whole idea is you play the yardage that works for you. We're playing 6,000 today because Randy and I were out late last night and we didn't want to work hard today. But it's a beautiful day and we're looking forward to being out. That was a little rear push there. So you and I both played out. We've got about a 100-yard shot into the green. So since we came down the right-hand side, we brought the bunkers into play. But you just put a nice one up there, so now I'm going to try and follow. Don't come up short. So about 10 feet. So now let's see what you can do with your third shot. So I'm pretty sure you're going to be inside me. And that's not meant to be either. Not my best hole. But we have another coming up. Randy, we're on the third hole of the Arthur Hills course here at Boyne Highlands, and we're playing from the middle tees. It's a 470-yard shot here in, so par 5. A big bunker over here on the right-hand side, but not the biggest bunker on the Arthur Hills course, so the more is yet to come. But kind of a zigzag fairway here, so we're going to hit it right out toward that tree, or try to, and just play our way up the fairway. Little left. Lot left. So I'll have some work to do to get back onto this one and make it in a par. So right now we're laying about 250, 275 yards out on the left-hand side. So just have to be careful. That bunker still could come into play on the right-hand side, and then there's a waste bunker on the left-hand side as we go up. So I'm just trying to go right out in the middle of the fairway and have a good shot in for the green for my third shot. Piece of freaking cake, right? And we found the waste bunker. So, be a challenging third shot out of the sand on my approach. Okay, on the fairway for the approach. So, luckily out of the sand in decent shape with a nice little chip up to hopefully be close to the hole. So I'm right on the apron here on number 3, but the pin's placed at the back and in the shadows a little bit early morning here. So let's see how close I can get this. Not bad. Let's see, I've got about 20 feet for my par, so it would take a great putt, but let's see if I can put this together. I'll take that par any day. Okay, so here we are on number 4 on the Arthur Hills course, and I think it's a great example of, it's wide open spaces here. Every time you come to a tee box, even if you've had a bad hole, you feel good. You got a great chance. I mean, there's a wide open fairway out there and you feel good about hitting it. The thing with Arthur Hills courses is the closer you get to pin, the little slightly more challenging, as Randy going to test. There's more bunkering, there's more undulation of the green. So there's a challenge out here for those, but boy, I feel good every time I step into a new tee box. Right down, just a little left to center of the fairway, so I'll take that off this tee box anytime. So approaching in, I wanted to lay up because it's a real challenge. That corner of the pond sticks out there. So I did, but hit the fairway and bounced. I think I'm laying right over on the edge of the rough with about a 50-yard chip in, so I think I'm still in okay shape. I've got about a 50-yard chip in, pin placement up toward the front right, which is actually a great spot to land it because it's one of the flatter spots on this green. The real challenge is the ridge line down the middle, so if I keep it in that upper right-hand corner, I should be in pretty good shape for my putt. Would have been nicer if I could have got another 5 or 6 feet out of it, but I'll take that. Two putt. Okay, this is a long par 4 here on the Arthur Hills number 5, but the spectacular thing here at Boyne Highlands when Arthur Hills created this course in the late 90s was that this is the Boyne Highlands Resort's on 3,500 acres, so we gave him a blank canvas. The cart path alone on this course is 9 miles long, and we're right now standing in the middle of what 100 years ago was a production pine forest. Okay, so that ball's just a little bit right of center. It gives me a great approach into the green on my second shot. Said the rows of trees that we're looking at are from the production pine forest when it was originally developed. Okay, so for my second shot, I've got about 185 yards into the green from here. The greens, there's wide space on the right-hand side, so it's very safe. But this green, as I said earlier, the very protected is with bunkers and undulations that gets into the green. So it's still a challenging shot, kind of an elongated green, but a little bit narrow. So we'll see how we do. Came up a little short, but right down the middle. So we'll take it. So we're at the Ross Golf Center here at Boyne Highlands, and in addition to the 3 courses, or maybe because of the 3 courses we have here, we have a lot of golfers, and that requires a lot of practice facility, and the Ross Golf Practice Facility is one of the largest in the United States. Behind me is 32 acres. In fact, we have its own dedicated superintendent. So here we have 2 putting greens. Right over my shoulder here is the typical range. On the far side, we also have a member-specific range, but really the thing about the 32 acres here is that it's 360 degrees of training. So down the side here is actually where we have golf camps. And so we typically have a Nike junior camp. In this summer, we're actually just having day camps, but it's typically a week-long camp, and we can put 20 kids out there, and they have their own private area to train with a tent to keep them cool. On the far side, over my other shoulder, is actually a private instruction facility. So whenever you take a lesson from one of our 17 PGA pros that we have on our 10 Boyne golf courses, you have the ability to not stand here where everybody's watching your lesson to see what's going on, but they can take you back to a private area where they can really work on the fundamentals that you need. As well as everything outside here, we also have gears, a swing analysis system. It's one of only about 40 in the United States. We've had it for about 6 years, and as well we have TrackMan. We've just upgraded to TrackMan 4, which not only gives us great analytics. TrackMan does a great job of tracking what happens after you touch the ball, and whenever you combine that with the gear swing analysis, it gives you an idea of what happens on the front side or what leads you into the hit. It does a great job of telling you everything of what happens before you hit the ball. So what you do is you dress up in, we call it the suit of lights, but you have electrodes all over your arms, monitors, you have them on your club. And what it does is it takes all your body movements and turns you into an avatar. So one, it tells you every movement that you're making, the degrees, the angles, everything that's helping you before you hit the ball or how you got to that contact point. And it works great both for teaching analysis. You know, we take the technology here and it really speeds up the process. So when you combine the analysis that the technology provides with the experience that our PGA pros have here, great things happen in a relatively short period of time.
So I guess the grandeur of northern Michigan is that we are in a lakeside community. We've got Lake Michigan very close by, only 5 miles away. Beautiful inland lakes all over. You know, when you kind of come up north, you get that up north feel with the pine trees and just beautiful old maples, oaks, all these great things that gives you that up north. I'm away from everything. I'm in open space. It's the quality of life here in northern Michigan. It's definitely different than any place you'll ever go. It's much more relaxed. It's much more welcoming. You know, you don't feel the hustle and bustle like you do in a big city. It's nice to come up, get away, and enjoy your time with friends and family. So here at Boyne Highlands, we've got 4 absolutely unbelievable golf courses. We have the Heather, which was the 2019 National Golf Course of the Year. We have the Hills Golf Course, which unbelievable piece of property, great views, vistas. The Donald Ross Golf Course, which is 18 replica holes of Donald Rosses from across the country and even the nation, and just gives a great feel of what Ross did. And then you have the Moore Golf Course, which is probably almost one of my favorite golf courses. It's a Parkland style golf course, a lot more tree line, players golf course in the sense you got to hit some good shots out there. So when you kind of look at the Hills Golf Course that we were on today, you know, it gives you such great views, but also you can kind of get a little bit lost out there in those views at times. You've got some wide fairways out there. It gives a very, very playable feel, but you got to pay attention when you hit into those greens. You've got to make sure that you pay attention where the hole locations are. So now you're getting it in the right spots so where you can make your pars and not be 3-putting for bogeys all day like I typically do on a golf course. But also, you again get that real sense of northern Michigan. You feel the open space. You just get out there and you enjoy the great weather that we have here and the love of golf. So accommodations, you've got a multitude of different things. We do cottages that are right on the Donald Ross Golf Course. We have suites at our hotel, the Heather Highlands Inn, just basic rooms, multiple different options, whatever your budget is looking for. So great hole number 13 here on the Arthur Hills Golf Course. You look out, we've got a beautiful 350-degree drop into this great hole, miles and miles of open acreage. And if you look out, you'll never ever see anything man-made for at least 3 to 4 miles. So basically when you come to this hole, it gives you that feeling that I'm going to hit it forever. So you've got this great drop coming off of here, and then when you get out there, there's not a whole lot of trouble off the tee box. It's more when we start to get towards the green, well protected green, bunkers on all sides, very, very shallow green, which means you got to have something a little bit higher lofted coming into it. But it's a great risk and reward style hole as well. If you play the proper tee boxes, it's going to give you that opportunity to get there in 2. Now Randy, that one was long. I probably hit that at least, we'll say 280, right down the pipe, looking good on this next shot. So I hit a fantastic drive here off that downhill tee shot. Now looking into this green, I've got another little downhill shot. So I've got about 210 yards left. It does going to play a little bit less because of the downhill, but I've got to be very cautious here because I do have protection on both sides for some bunkers, as well as it's a very shallow, narrow green that wants to lead all the way to the back.
Nice!
Once again, hit another good shot into this green. You know, excited. Now I've got a great chance at eagle, hopefully a good, definite birdie if I don't 3-putt it. So looking forward to having that chance. Okay, so now I've got this nice little downhill slider of a putt here, but I've got still a chance at eagle, so I'm pretty excited about that. But as you can see, this green has a fair amount of undulation kind of coming down. It's going to bend a little bit to the right. So I finally made a good putt out here today. I got it within a little tap-in range for my birdie, really excited. Now we're going to head over to hole number 15. Again, we've got another great downhill tee ball, opens up, but you do have a little bit of some fear out here. You've got a little bit of a waste bunker on the right hand side, and then the trees will come into play a little bit on the left hand side for those big hitters. But again, another beautiful, beautiful view. That may have been the best of the day right there. Took it over top of the corner of the waste bunker. Now I'm going to have probably about 110 yards left into this wonderful green. All right, so we arrived here at my ball on 15. Now I've got this nice little 130 yard shot into this green. One nice thing about this green, it does slope a little bit back to front, but it does have a little bowl on the left hand side, so you got to be very cautious where the whole location is. Safely on, another good shot at birdie. So hopefully if you hit it this close, your playing partners will give this to you, but finally hit a great shot in here, and as you can see, a lot of contour in this green, but what a great hole. Here we are on the 16th, a great par 3. As you can see, we got a lot of waste area on the left hand side, fairly narrow green left to right, but a big area from front to back. Hopefully I got that one there. I think I had enough golf clubs, so we'll see what happens. Well, I got my par. So we hope you enjoyed seeing a few holes out here on the Hills Golf Course, one of our many here up at Boyne. If you haven't been here before, we'd love to see you. Play all 10 of our golf courses. It's a great time, and what better spot to be than in northern Michigan. Thank you all again. Look forward to seeing you soon.